Good morning, dear friends. Once again, hearty welcome to the online classes of St. Thomas School, Maua. I hope you are doing very well by staying at home. And last chapter, you might have discussed or you might have studied about the various forms of tenses. And today, the 13th chapter, we are going to see about the present tense in detail. This will have two parts. The first video will be uploaded today, and the second video will be on next Monday. Today we will be discussing about the simple present tense and present continuous tense. Before entering, as an introduction, as you might have studied previously, the present tense always refers to present time, as you can see in your textbook. Now, or the time of speaking or writing. Suppose now I deliver the class to you. So that is happening in the present time. So then general facts or things that are always true are also expressed in the present tense. For example, the sun rises in the east. That is a true fact. So that fact, those facts are also expressed in the present tense. Now, in that column or the forms plus the examples are given, but we shall discuss about the or we shall see about these forms whenever we do separately. For example, we shall first do with simple present tense. First of all, let us see what is the rule of simple present tense. In order to be more good in grammar, you need to study all these rules. Now, simple present tense, subject plus, base form of the verb plus, s or es plus object. This is a formula. For example, Satish reads a magazine. The monkeys play in the jungle. I live in Madurai. Now, where to put this s or es? S or es will be added with the singular subject. Now, when we go forward, we shall see more about this. Now, what is the use of simple present tense? The simple present tense is used to express facts, states, and truth. Tanvir is talented, that is a fact. The boy sleeps. Education makes us successful, that is a truth. Now, what is the form of this verb in the simple present tense? We always use the base form of the verb. Then we need to add s or es for he, she, and it plus the singular subjects. For example, Sulega paints well. Friends, you need to understand that the verb changes according to the subject. If the subject is he or she or it or any other singular things, then we need to add s or es in the simple present tense with the verb. For example, the umpire tosses a coin. Now to the next page. Now base form of the verb for I, we and you and plural subject. We just add the base form only. I drink only mineral water. Ants live in colonies. Now, suppose when we go forward a bit more. Now, how to make the negative sentences and questions. That's what we are going to see now. Now, in the negative form of the simple present tense verb, change in the following way. If S or ES is being added, then you need to use does plus not. For example, keeps, does not keep. But if it is keep, then do not keep. Sees, does not see, do not see. Asha writes a story. Asha does not write a story. We use plastic bags. We do not use plastic bags. So, in order to form the negatives, we need to add the forms of do, do or does in the simple present tense. Dear students, when do we add does? The does is added in the singular subjects with the singular verbs. That means if s or es is there in the verb, then you need to add does not or else do not. Now, when a statement in the simple present tense is changed into a question, the form of the verb and the order of words in the sentences change. What is happening? Is when we make a statement into a question, what all the things do we need to change? We need to change the form of the verb, then order of the words. These two things you need to change. Now let us see the example, then you will understand more. Now Asha writes a story. As you know, Asha is a singular subject, so we have added write plus s. So writes. Now, since it is a singular, we need to start the question with does. Does Asha write a story? We use plastic bags. Do we use plastic bags? Now, what we have done here? For the singular subjects, we have added does. Then you need to understand, if does come, then the verb will be changing into the base form. Does Asha write a story? We never say does Asha writes a story. We never use. But since does have come there, we have used write. The three daughters of Suleiman attend dance classes in the weekend. Do the three daughters of Suleiman attend dance classes in the weekend? Now, where to use these simple present tense? First one, for things that are true and do not change. For example, honey is sweet. Sony likes Thai food. Minu lives in Madrid. All these things are true, and so the true facts will not be changed. Now, if you want to express a current situation, for example, Tarun is in the basement. Sakshi wants some ice cream. Those are the current situations. Current situation means whatever is happening now. So for that, we need to use simple present tense. Then the third use is to talk about something that happens frequently or regularly. Sandeep always comes late to school. Or Deepak's brother visited him twice in a month. So whatever is happening regularly or frequently, we need to use the simple present tense. Now the last one, to talk about a schedule in the future. But you need to remember here one thing, that this thing should happen every day or it has to happen regularly. For example, the train leaves at 7:30 p.m. It is 100% sure that the train will be leaving at 7:30 p.m. So you can use the train leaves at 7:30 p.m. Now, we are going to see about present continuous tense. Now, present continuous tense is used to describe events, situations, and actions going on at the present time. So, what do you need to remember? Whatever the actions or events or situations that are going at the present time. For example, the sun is shining in the sky. Anwar is waving to us from the deck. Who is playing such a loud music? Now, for you, you are listening to the classes. So, listening to the classes is an action that is happening during the present time. So, we use the present continuous there. So, now let us see the formula. Subject plus is or am or are plus ing form of the main verb. Subject plus is or am or are plus ing form of the main verb. For example, I am listening to the class. We are listening to the classes. You are listening to the classes. Then he is listening to the classes. She is listening to the classes. Sandeep is listening to the classes. They are listening to the classes. I think from these examples, you might have understood how to use is or am or are. Am is used with I. Then are is used with you in singular as well as plural. Then they. Then is being used with third person singular, that is he, she, or it, or any other person in the singular form. And this present continuous tense, today we call it as present progressive tense. So don't worry, dear friends. Don't be confused whenever someone tells you present progressive tense. So the same thing, present continuous tense as well as the present progressive tense are the same thing. And the same thing, the formulas have been given here. First, the present tense, first form plus s or es. Then for the progressive tense, am, is, are plus first form plus ing. So that's what we have studied today. So remember the formulas. You can do one thing in front of your study table in the you can just write these things and stick there, that these are the main things that you will be studying about the present, past, and future. So in your textbook it is there. Even if you are not writing the example also, there is no problem, but you can write these things to a paper and you can stick it, and whenever you are there in the room, just look at it and study these formulas, because this is what the base of the English is. And before we finish this class, friends, remember one thing. Now, not only in Gujarat, but also in India, the cases of COVID-19 have been increasing. So, as children, as the citizens of India, we have the duty of staying at home, staying safe, and staying positive, and staying inspired, by staying inspiring everyone. So remember these things, because that's what the today needs. Thank you, dear students.